Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to grind out some early experience and license board points in Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age on PS4. Just be aware this trick has been around for a really long time since the original release of the game, as well as in the international Zodiac job system version that was out in Japan. The exploit was changed for the worse, however it still does work. You just gain XP at a bit of a slower rate, about half the speed, but it's still pretty quick given the advent of the boost mode where you can move at 2 times or 4 times speed in the PS4 version, which I believe was also in the international version, but I'm not 100% certain. Anyway, in order to do this exploit in the first place, in the PS4 version, you have to have Penelo in your party. The reason for this is because the vendor that you need to go to will not sell you Phoenix Downs until you have completed the majority of the Sunstone quest. So charge up your Sunstone in the Giza Plains, do that quest, do not bring it back to Old Dallin. Instead, start doing this exploit. For some weird reason, the vendor just doesn't sell you Phoenix Downs until this point. I have tested it. I've gone to that vendor at pretty much every single point possible before Penelo joined my party, and I finished that Sunstone charging, and he just doesn't sell them. So it seems as if Square fixed, sort of, this exploit by making it so you're going to gain XP at half the rate. And the reason this exploit is so, I guess, powerful, you could say, is because as you are gaining levels, you are essentially making it so your future party members join you at a much higher level. Because in Final Fantasy XII, when somebody joins your party, their level matches Vaan's. For the most part, it might be 1 or 2 above or 1 below, but it's generally in the same range. So you essentially want to grind up as much as possible, or as much as you want. This way, when somebody joins your party, they're just as OP as you are in the beginning of the game. This is also a really good way to farm up license points early and unlock some stuff on your job boards. But for now, let me show you how this exploit works. So like I said, once you charge up your Sunstone on the Giza Plains in the Nomad Village, you're able to do this. Start out by leaving Rabanastre through the East Gate, go to the Dalmasca Estersand into the Stepping, make your way to the Outpost, and leave through the Yardang Labyrinth. From here, get to the northeast exit of this area, and you'll go to Nalbina Town or West Barbican. Weird names in this game. Right here, there is a vendor just outside of the city. He sells Phoenix Downs. Buy as many as you can. You don't really need to buy anything else in the game at this point. From here, you can either teleport back, or you could just walk back. It's really quick since we have the speed boost. Make your way back to Rabanastre and leave through the West Gate now. Once you leave the city, you'll be in the Dalmasca Westersand and the Galatea Downs. Exit this area through the north exit and you'll be in the Corridor of Sand. Now, before you leave this area, get your party members, both Vaan and Penelo, down to within 10% of their health. You could do this by just getting into a fight with a wolf and letting it chip you down, killing it, and then attacking yourself to get them down. They have to be within 10%. Just because they're flashing red doesn't necessarily mean they're within 10%, so just do the quick math in the party screen. Once they're within 10% of their HP, go to the next area in the Corridor of Sand and just stand there. A very powerful enemy named DUSTIA will appear, and it's actually really easy to kill him, and this is why you got the Phoenix Downs. Select a Phoenix Down from your items menu, press L1, and you can use it on the enemy. It will kill him instantly. But you have to be really quick with this because he casts Dark, which will one-shot your entire party regardless of their HP level right now. You're just not powerful enough to survive it. What I typically do is once this enemy spawns, I will wait a second, press X, and see if I can attack him. If he does not appear on the list, I will back out, press X again, see if he appears on the list, and I'll just repeat this really quickly until he appears on this list, because once he appears on this list, that's when you need to hit Phoenix Down. If you wait too much longer than that, you will die. The other part to this trick, and this is where the exploit comes in, is if you leave the area fast enough, you can come back and he will reappear. Otherwise, he will not reappear until you leave the Westersand completely, which is only one screen, but it's still better to do it this way because it's just much faster. Now, it seems that in the PS4 version, they changed it so you cannot pick up his treasure as quickly. I've been having some difficulty getting his treasure, leaving, and getting him to respawn. And the reason you want his treasure is because it sells for roughly 500 gil a piece, and that's how you're going to keep buying more Phoenix Downs with this money. So you want to try to get the treasure and get him to respawn. Now, it's not a big deal if you don't right away, because you can get back to this place within 5 or 6 seconds using the speed boost, especially if you're using 4x, although I do not recommend using it during the battle. Just getting here is when you want to use it. But you want to try to get his treasure because it sells for a lot, and come back, just rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again. Unfortunately, since you have to have Penelo in your party, the XP reward is being cut in half. DUSTIA rewards about 1100 XP, but you're only getting 550 per character now. This is still a really good way to unlock a lot of stuff in your job board really early in the game, but it does take a little bit longer in this version. Still a good exploit though, so I really recommend using it, and that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and if you guys have ideas of what you'd like to see from Final Fantasy XII HD, I'm going through the game recording everything, so if there are other XP exploits you'd like to know about, or, you know, good grind spots, how to get certain treasures, please let me know. I'll be happy to make a video of it for you. Alright guys, I'm SweetJohnnyCage, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.